So it looks like we will see some teams jumping into the match. SiK Exodus going to, of course, be represented in the pitch by Coding, Clitoris, and the Meeks. So it's going to be Hunter and Bison and Boomerbird all representing the Boomer Boys. So Coding already on the back wall of their own board, trying to find out if there's some way he could clear it away, but with 0 boost, not quite able to do it. Hunter booming this against the backboard. It's going to be a shot trying to redirect on, but Bison just trying to kill this, get some momentum back towards their team. Coding gets it over towards the goal. Rex trying to get back to save it, but he's not able to do it. Gets there just in time to watch it slip over the goal line and see the first goal for the Boomer Boys get scored in only 30 seconds. Going up 1-0. Already looking to take a firm lead. Boomerbird getting it over off the right wall, leaving it for Hunter, who aggresses up the midfield. Bison already there as well, and a fast second goal. 30 seconds for the first, 6 seconds for the second. We're going to see an easily swept up 2-0 lead in the first 36 seconds. SiK Exodus having to find some sort of way to fight back into this. Rex going to be meeting Boomerbird. And it's going over into the corner. Coding, gonna drop it mid. It's gonna go over to the right crossbar. But Rex gonna be able to get that to the wall. Meeks still towards mid. And you see him actually turning in time to try to redirect into this. Does get the hit. Bison looked like he was gonna be able to intercept, but falls off. Coding now, trying to get this ball into the net. Hunter to follow through, and it's not quite on. And you can see it's just trying to get this ball back here into the orange goal. They want that 3-0 lead. They're figuring the best defense is a good offense here for the Boomer Boys, because they're just hitting everything over towards this orange net. But finally, one breaks free. It's an attempted shot, but Hunter comes through to clear, and Coding kills it to the wall. Hunter trying just to get back. You see Boomerbird hitting it off of the opposing member, and Bison killing Coding as well. Gonna allow one to back spawn. But just going to be back in this end, allowed to regain some boost, regain the ball. With only 1:30 gone, this ball going to be bouncing over into the orange end. Bouncing mid, and the flick, actually, it's a forced shot. A pinch against an opposing defender to get the shot on target. Luckily cleared away there for SiK Exodus, and they are trying to keep themselves in this game. Coding, getting back over to the wall. All three actually falling back towards that one. Rex gonna get the save. Coding trying to wait back as Meeks commits, allows Boomerbird to regain the ball, and an open net and a pinch to secure as Bison and Hunter combine forces to seal up a hat-trick lead just before the second half even begins. A really fast shot there, 102 miles per hour, in fact. I put it in miles per hour because America, greatest place on earth. Imperial system, baby. You're going to see Hunter trying to be quite imperial himself, stopping the ball mid. It's going to be stopped off the top of an offending player. You'll see Bison just trying to dribble this one out a bit. Does meet it against Rex, and it's going to be played back up the field. Back over off the wall. Coding met there by Meeks. And now just trying to get it along the back wall. Rex gets it over to Meeks, who gets it back over in front of the goal, and a shot on as the fall away happens. But it's not going to come through. Boomerbird claiming Coding. It's bouncing back mid. Meeks to clear it away. It's going back towards the midfield line, and it's going to be an easy redirect on there from Coding. A nice aerial shot, and gets it straight into the goal. 10 seconds into the second half. Nice little follow through, just capitalizing. Gets it right past Boomerbird and drops it straight in for the first goal. Starting to try to close this gap up. 3-1. 2 minutes 20 left on the clock. Hunter gets it back over into the blue end. Boomerbird trying to read it all on the wall, but Rex too fast on this commitment. And it's actually going to be dropped down right into Coding. It goes straight down onto the goal line right in front of the car. And Coding, nice timing there on that shot just to get there and capitalize off a little bit of an unfortunate situation there for the Boomer Boys. 3-2. So 2 minutes 13, still holding a lead, but definitely not as demanding as it felt earlier. Hunter starting to boom this one back up field. Coding trying to read this off the wall, does touch it down. Meeks to read and has to try to play this out of the corner. Rex just going to be allowed to aggress and does get bumped away, but manages to get the ball before. pinched off the ground. It's actually going to be going over in front of this blue goal, and Coding going to get it directly in front of the goal line, but not able to secure. Cleared away just in time, and now the counterattack already very much a possibility. Bouncing in front of this goal, Bison trying to get back into the action, does manage to get a touch. Hunter trying to redirect on, gets it on, Meeks denies. Back over to the wall, Meeks to clear it back upfield, hitting it over, Boomer Bird killing it down, but already the follow through. Coding mid, Meeks actually managing to get a touch, but it's back towards their own goal, and Coding has to try to deny on the goal line, and he's not able to do it, as a 4-2 scoreline is ripped right into the hands of the Boomer Boys off a phenomenal play upfield from Boomer Bird. 84 seconds to go. SiK Exodus. Sorry, bit my tongue there. We're down 0-3. They're now down 2-4. Much more manageable, but still a daunting task. Boomer Bird already in the air, committed on this ball. Runs out of boost, but is somehow able to read the clear and get back in time. It gets past Hunter, but it's not on target. So the rolling shot looks like it could start to close these doors even further. He isn't quite going to be able to do it. Meeks actually gets opened up, but isn't able to connect on target. Over to Bison, who just lobs it back to this corner. Coding, though, a potential shot, just kills it to the wall. It's going to be rolling off, bouncing off. Bison gets bumped into it. That allows Meeks to reaggress. He's in a 1v1, and Boomer Bird wins it. Back to Coding. Back boomed over towards this ball, and it's going to be Hunter kind of caught off guard there by a little bit of the opposition. Bison trying just to follow this one, trying to read the clear, in fact. Couldn't quite get that one perfect. Hunter comes up, gets a shot towards. Would have been crossbar, but Meek's going to deny it anyway. 22 seconds. Still just trying to get one of two that they need, and it just doesn't seem likely. Rex at 0 boost that far into the blue end, trying to find something, and Bison with a booming shot almost on net is just going to lock this one in the bag, as the Boomer Boys going to take the first game 4-2 to go up 1-0 in their first IGL Fall 2020 playoffs match. So a well-earned win there from them. An early lead, able to be capitalized on. SiK Exodus trying to fight back in for a bit, getting a little bit of confidence for themselves going into game 2, but Boomer Boys going to hold the first lead. Loading here into game 2, just ready to get right back into the action. Boomer Boys, of course, up 1-0, looking to get it up to a crisp 2-0. Looking to equalize it from the SiK Exodus side. Boomer Bird, stopping the ball mid, is going to allow himself to replay this. Hunter's already in front of the goal, too. Could be a great shot potential, but Coding to clear it back downfield. Bison intercepts the boom, but it's going to be a counter shot, and Bison able to secure that. Oh my goodness, what a fadeaway shot right as his life is extinguished. Coding comes in, claims himself, and Meeks not able to get up in time to deny that one. 4:46, and it's already a Boomer Boys goal. A 1-0 lead. They want to win this one in convincing fashion, and a fast kickoff, but denied by Rex. Over to the wall. Coding trying to replay. And it's going to touch back down towards mid, and Bison able to read that on the pre-jump and is able to get there just in time for the pass. Boomer Bird, a beautiful pinch to get out and into the goal. What a nice setup in 4:36. Only 24 seconds have passed, and a 2-0 lead yet again for the Boomer Boys. Trying to get that to be their series score, of course. Bison looking to make it a quick 3-0 in the game. Gets past Rex, but Coding denies. Over to Rex again in the corner. Gets that one, booms it downfield. It's off the back right. It's over in front of the goal. Meeks to try to follow. Lobs it, but it's going to be Hunter just touching it away. Rex trying to read it. Gets over, gets a touch, but it's not quite going to find the net. Meeks touching it back down. Hunter trying to get this back upfield. Bison potentially setting up for a play, but with 0 boost, gonna have to fall off. Falls back just to deny any sort of lineup, and is going to get it back over to Hunter, starting to play it back up the field. A minute expired, a 2-0 lead. The offense a little bit slowed down here for the Boomer Boys, as you can see SiK Exodus getting very much more aggressive, and we've got a rule 1. We've got... I'm getting off the auto cam because we've got a rule one. Oh, it's broken. It was broken. And it looks like a play over towards the wall. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Apologies about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll explain in the halftime what happened. But anyway, Hunter trying to re-aggress over towards the corner. It's going to be a play back over towards mid. We're on the Rex cam. We're going to try to get back over into auto cam really quick. Sorry about that again, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, it's going to be Bison trying to play this back up. It's still a 2-0, so got to see a little bit of exchanges back and forth. Boomer Bird now just trying to play that one back out mid again. Bison just waiting over here, seeing if maybe it'll be passed back his way. It's actually going to be going back over towards the goal. Hunter setting himself back up in the midfield, gets it back over along the wall, and now you can see the ball going straight over at Demo. The smoke obscuring our vision a bit, but Hunter managing to get back in time, and he's just going to be watching the back line. As you can see, well, as you can see, it's just a play back over towards the wall. Coding tries to go up to deny the shot, isn't quite able to get in the way. Rex falling back, just trying to get along the goal line to deny, and it's just going to fall apart. Boomer Bird gets up, fakes out a little bit, isn't able to get the shot on target, and Rex goes there to backboard a shot, but it's still going to find its way into the net. So a 3-0 lead, as it's going to be the Boomer boys up, just trying to secure themselves another round of the game. It's going to be hit back down, a shot over onto the target, and it's Boomer Bird trying to follow, redirects to Hunter, a quick shot into the bottom left, and they can't deny a fourth goal. SiK Exodus get destroyed off of this play. Boomer Bird, a beautiful quick pass off an accidental jump. I believe he was bumped, and he jumps off the wall, gets there, gets it over to his teammate, and a beautifully fast shot to sink it in. So 2 minutes left, 4-0. It's going to be Meeks trying to hit it down. It's going to be hit back over to Boomer Bird. Redirects it towards goal. It's off the left crossbar. Goes over to the other side of the field, and Rex already trying to replay this. It's a denied ball. It's slowing down, and you can see Hunter just trying to get it away. Bison touches it back up the field, and it's being touched over towards mid. Coding trying to replay this, and he's going to be able to. Reads the touch from Rex and is able to get himself into the air and in front of that ball to deliver it directly into the goal. The first of 4 that they need to get in this final 100 seconds if they want to try to deny a 2-0 lead for the Boomer boys in the series. It's going to be hit back over. Rex is able to get there in front of the ball, but it's Meeks just trying to replay this. Gets it down into the corner, touching it past, actually gets it up in time for Coding to try to come in, and it's actually going to succeed a bit. Gets in front of the goal, but off the top crossbar, and now forced back into the orange end. A quick shot, and just like that, Boomer Bird gonna sink one in to get the 4-goal lead back. You can see Coding does everything he can to get that ball back into play, but hits it high, bounces it in front with a line on their own goal, and Boomer Bird is not going to let that one slip away. Bison meeting against Coding in the midfield. With 70 seconds, they needed a kickoff goal to get themselves back into it, really. It's going to be touched back towards the blue, so there is still a little bit of a chance. But Coding actually opening up a chance at himself towards the goal, and it's going to be off. Weeks to follow. Boomer Bird denying the follow-up shot, and it just seems like every sort of opportunity that's going SiK Exodus's way is calculated and planned for by the Boomer boys. They're just not allowing any shots through, and you know, they've still got 40 seconds to play with, but at a 4-goal deficit, that's a goal every 10 seconds, and that time just keeps ticking as the goal lead keeps increasing. And let's watch that one more time on the replay, because Hunter sees that Boomer Bird gets that one mid, gets off the wall, does a little spindly do, and gets himself in front of the ball and just pogos it into the top left. So 6-1, and at this point needing a goal every about 6 seconds. A kickoff would be beautiful to get, but it looks like it's actually favoring them a bit. It's going over towards mid. Not able to connect there, Meeks, sorry. And it's going to be Rex to try to follow. Meeks touches it mid. It's going in front of the goal, and he does manage to get up in time to try to get there. It's going to be hit back over in front of the net. Boomer Bird, it's just going to be too easy for Hunter as he soars in above off of Bison's pass and manages to get in front of that ball to just sink up a Brazil here in the playoffs. Very well played game so far from the Boomer boys. They're looking to get a dominating 3-0 lead in their or a 3-0 win, sorry, in their first IGL playoffs match. I mean, I guess it's still called a lead if you're ahead of the game at the end, but it's going to be the second game scored in a row from the Boomer boys, looking to make a clean sweep at their first game of IGL playoffs. We will be jumping into game 3 in just a second. SiK Exodus have it all to do, a reverse sweep necessary to fight their way back into the playoffs. If they lose here, it's over. Single elimination playoffs. You're done, dusted, and over. It's going to be hit back over to Coding in the corner. Going to be touched down off the ceiling. It's going to be hit down over into the corner. It's going to be hit off the corner, and it's going to be... Oh, sorry about that. We had a little bit of a contention in chat, wondering if they were allowed to bring a sub in. I was just dealing with that. Apologies. But you will see it will be Not Live, Not Joe. Going to be subbing in for Meeks, trying to come in and be the secret weapon of SiK Exodus. And I do apologize, just having to resolve that issue in chat, but we're back into the game. Coding, trying to make a fast play towards target. It's over to the other corner. You can see Hunter just trying to get up the field and play it. It's going to be a shot from Not Joe to get it straight into the net. And SiK Exodus able to sneak one past, and Not Joe coming in here and making a staple early in the game, getting the first lead on the board for SiK Exodus. As the Boomer boys appearing mortal for a mere 45 seconds. Will they remain mortal as Rex hitting it back over towards the orange goal? It's going to be touched mid. Boomer Bird going to be allowed to shoot it back towards target, and Hunter actually does follow this through. Gets it over, gets it along the wall, but it is cleared away. Boomer Bird to replay it. Coding not quite able to beat it past him, and Hunter already setting up to try to make a play here towards it, but Rex gets in front, denies the shot, and it's Not Joe along the goal line. Everybody having to try to get this ball away, and Boomer Bird eventually coming through, trying to clear this up, but it just gets even more messy. Zero boost here from Not Joe, and the Boomer boys, they are trying to capitalize off this goal right now, and they just can't seem to find a way into it. Boomer Bird going to go up to deny that Boomer towards their own net, and Not Joe tries to get a nice little pinch off the wall to score up a second goal, but it doesn't quite make it. And Rex deep into the blue end, gonna be in the way and allow Coding to come through and commit a bit, but way over the goal, and that's gonna bounce over to Not Joe. Touched into the air. It's gonna bounce down, and that will be Rex trying to line something up, but Bison comes through. Does manage to hit it through, and that's going to be Coding trying to follow, but Boomer Bird wins it out, and that's a boom into the orange end. It's back to the corner. Boomer Bird and Hunter both there trying to set up a pass, and Bison just did not expect that pass to work out. Has an orange defender behind it, but he's able to try to force something. Coding takes the ball up the field, back over to the midfield line, and now rolling along the corner. Back over on the ramp. Back over to the ball, and gonna be hit high. Hit off the backboard, and Bison gonna demo Rex. Get him out of the end, weaken the offense a bit. Coding, though, trying just to open it right back up towards the goal, but a bump onto Not Joe. That's going to allow a shot back over towards this end, but Rex getting in the way, allowing that ball to stay in the blue end much longer than we thought. And Bison is going to be able to get it back into the corner. It's gonna be touched down off the top. It's going to go over into Boomer Bird's court. Touched over off the wall. And you can see Rex trying to play this one upfield. And it's going to be Coding to come through in the end. 2 minutes left. And Boomer Boys, including Boomer Bird, still goalless as Not Joe comes through to claim a second. He takes it in pretty demanding fashion. And they're able to pull away with 2 goals over the Goose Egg from the side of the Boomer Boys. Something that is very unexpected so far this game. You'll see. Not Joe. Gonna go airborne, trying to win out that kickoff, and he does. Gets it over into the end, trying to follow it, in fact. And Boomerbird gonna be bumped as well. So into the orange end. Boomerbird taking it. 100 seconds left to go. 2 goals left to go if they want to win it out 3-0. And it's gonna be hit back over into the blue end. Gonna be off the wall. Rex trying to follow Hunter. Hits it high. And that's going to bounce down low over into Boomerbird. Not Joe, just trying to pinch it away. And he does, but it's too far away into the corner. Boomerbird trying to follow. And you'll see now he's actually trying just to get this one all the way up. Gets it up off the top and now in front of the net. It's going to go high. Trying to set this up. Hunter's there, but he can't connect. Bison's there, not able to connect either, and Boomerbird takes possession back. Not Joe, just waiting in the goal. They do not want to allow any sort of shot back into this end. They don't want any chance for the Boomer Boys to fight back. Hunter going to be denied by Not Joe yet again over towards that backboard, and Bison to follow through, jumping up, going to be able to get this off the back. It's over. Not Joe bumped, and Hunter trying to capitalize, and he does. And with 45 seconds left on the clock, Hunter comes through, scores up a goal off the opening, and puts it back within 1. There is an opportunity to try to fight back in here for the Boomer Boys and win it out in 3 yet. So we jump back in, 46 seconds, and Bison not going to be able to get that one off the kickoff. Rex actually, though, does miss his touch. It's going to be denied down by Not Joe, but hit over him. Hunter trying to read against Coding. It gets touched mid. Boomerbird to follow. That's a boom downfield, and Bison already setting up to try to capitalize into a goal. It's going to go in front of the boiler, and it's going to go off the backboard. A demo onto Hunter leaves the offense weak, and with only 20 seconds, Bison having to try to get this one back in front of the goal. Hunter follows through, redirects it towards goal, but not quite on. It's over off the right crossbar, and Hunter trying just to set back up in the back line. Boomerbird gets an initial touch. Coding takes this upfield, and that's going to do it outside of a miracle goal at the last second. That will be SiK Exodus staying alive and keeping themselves in this game with 1-2, trying to fight back for that reverse sweep. SiK Exodus stay alive with a sweep denied. They take 1 to make it a 2-1 lead. The Boomer Boys still favoring themselves, of course. But SiK Exodus still going to be keeping Not Joe in the game instead of Meeks. Going to be seeing if he can perhaps inspire them to a win. Not Joe going to be meeting against Boomerbird, but 1 out actually goes over to Coding. And it's going to be going back towards the corner. Hunter gets a nice touch to redirect, but Not Joe so fast just trying to capitalize here. Boomerbird gets in the way, gets bumped Bison, and that's going to be a touch back to the corner. Rex just trying to be a nuisance back on this goal line, not allow anybody to get in the way, and he's just causing havoc back for the Boomer Boys. It's going over to Bison. Touches it upfield, gets it over off the wall, and now Hunter trying to play it. It's over to the wall, and Boomerbird to replay off the top. It goes up, goes down, and Hunter tries to connect it, but he can't quite find the target. Gets beat out there, and it's going to be Boomerbird trying to get up and does deny a goal along the top of the crossbar. Starting to get it back upfield. It's touched down by Not Joe, and now Hunter booming it in, and that will be the first goal on the board for the Boomer Boys. In secure fashion, he just gets it in the midfield, takes a nice crisp shot, and straight into the top left it goes. Tried to save that back along the goal line, but Coding not able to get in the way. So 52 seconds gone, and Boomer Boys maybe having to tighten the ship a bit. They had a very dominating second game, and might have gone into game 3 thinking it would be a little bit of an easy smoke show, and Not Joe's appearance might have surprised them a bit, but Bison definitely not going to be surprised. As you can see off the kickoff, you couldn't quite tell how this would end up playing, but Hunter touches it straight down in front of the net, and Bison just making sure they can't clear it away. We call those goals secured, as it's going to be a 1-minute, 2-goal lead for the Boomer Boys. Bison gets over towards the net. It's going to be a shot back into midfield, and you can see already Not Joe trying to capitalize, and he does. Rex, going to be able to get there and get in the way, and thought for sure that was not Joe. He gets it over in front of the goal, and Clitoris Rex going to be able to get there just in time to destroy the defense and get one on the board for himself. A 2-1 lead, still favoring the Boomer Boys, but still very much winnable from SiK Exodus. And he won to equalize, and not Joe trying to open them up for it. Coding can't quite connect onto the pass. And it's going to be a play from Hunter on the wall. But Rex already just trying to read off against him. Hunter just going to kill it towards the wall because he knows that Rex is still there, still a threat. Does not want to allow anything. It's going to be hit back off the ramp. Back over to Hunter. And he's going to touch it off the corner to try to set up Coding. As now Coding trying to get himself back over into the fight. Not Joe, a boomer downfield. Should be easily denied, and Bison doesn't quite get the cleanest touch, but does deny it. Goes over to the corner. Touchdown light, and Rex gets in the way, not Joe. Going to be mid-air, and Bison trying to go there, provides a bit of a fake, and Coding actually gets caught out by it, but the shot not on target. It's going to be hit over one of the defenders, and now not Joe in the goal line, trying to make sure that this doesn't go in. Clitoris Rex, a very close jump to deny any sort of shot along that angle. Coding just going to be trying to set something up and can't quite do it. Gives it over to Bison. Rex to try to replay this. Not Joe, allowing it over his head. Can't quite get it away, and Hunter almost redirecting it straight in. Bison gets there. It's going to be touched from Hunter, and that's a boomer downfield. They have to try to get back in front of it, and the Boomer Boys can't deny one onto their own. Not Joe manages to sneak it right by Hunter. And Bison does what he can, but with 0 boost, he cannot get back in front of that ball. So an equalizer scored, and the Boomer Boys looking mortal yet again as they're tied back up. It's going to be Boomer Bird winning it over into the orange end. Not Joe. Trying to fall back a bit, and you can see Hunter coming through in a fast shot. The defender not able to get in the way in time, and Hunter does not miss those. Not Joe off the ball, and Rex tries to go up in time to get it, but just misses the touch, and Hunter, a quick, easy shot into the top right. The goal regained, the lead regained. And it's going to be the Boomer Boys sitting at 3-2. 2:17 left. Hunter playing it back upfield. It's a shot on, and it's going to be hit over off the wall. Boomer Bird to follow. It's over off the top. It's going off the ceiling, and a demo onto Rex makes it dangerous, but Bison has to try to find some way into this fight without allowing a boomer onto their own. It's going to be a hit back. Bison to follow, and Rex just beats him in time. Boomer Bird denying a shot off the wall, though, and not Joe going to get T-boned as well to set up a shot from Hunter, but not Joe. Tries to get back in time. Flips to try to get a better angle, and that ball, it was deceiving. It didn't seem like it was going to go in, but that missed touch just allows it to flick in off of the bottom left of the goal. And a 2-goal lead regained. 110 seconds, all that stands between the Boomer Boys and moving on to the next round of IGL Fall 2020 playoffs. Bison trying to win out of 50, and it's going to go mid. Coding, I almost called him Cooper, I don't know why. Trying to play that up. Hunter gets it over off the corner. Boomer Bird can't quite connect, and that leaves Bison in an awkward spot, but he gets back in time to deny Joe's shot, but they can't deny Rex's, as from the midfield he comes in at the last possible second and sinks in the first of 2 that they need to try to secure OT yet again and keep themselves into the game. Still match point for the Boomer Boys. One more will get SiK Exodus back in contention for match point, or it'll put them on match point, but they need to try to do it. It's going to be back over. Rex on the wall, no boost, just trying to find some way to be helpful, and Hunter going to come through to be a little bit of a nuisance. Coding gets in the way, not Joe takes the ball to the wall, now getting it off the ceiling, trying to make a ceiling shot happen, and it's going to just go straight over to Hunter. Rex killing it, and now Boomer Bird actually has to read here against Coding, and a shot pass, but not on. Bison getting it mid. Trying to replay this, not Joe denies. Bumped Hunter actually, forced to fake a 50, and it's going to go over in front of the goal. Rex denies it right along the goal line, and what a close one. Absolutely shut down, and that would have certainly sealed the game up. Another 2-goal lead at 40 seconds. But Hunter trying to get back in the way. Boomer Bird bumping him a bit, a forced bump, admittedly. Rex over in front of the goal, but Hunter able to easily clear that one away. A backflip from Joe to hit it back over towards this orange end, and you can see Boomer Bird trying to line up against Rex. Doesn't want to allow any shot past him. Not even that one. Not Joe. Trying to get it into the corner. 15 seconds. Still down by 1, and a shot from Hunter. Gonna have to go wide as Rex forcing it back mid. Coding to replay. Rex trying to get this back up the field. It's killed to the blue corner, and they just need to boom this away. Bison can't connect, though. That sets up Joe, and he tries to get it, but Boomerbird gonna be pogoing the ball down off the ground and securing Boomer Boys a 3-1 win to get in to the next round of IGL Fall 2020 playoffs.